Hi everybody, happy April Fool's Day. Well, thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. And it is April 1st, and I'm getting my video out today on the 1st. I'm so excited. Yes, it is April Fool's Day. This used to be my grandfather's birthday. I used to think it was such a awful day to have a birthday, but he never minded. Used to joke that he used to be an April Fool's baby. Thought it was so funny. It is my aunt's birthday also, his daughter. They shared a birthday, and so I don't know that my aunt is watching this. She does watch my Facebooks, but if by chance my Aunt Patty's watching my YouTube, I want to wish her a happy birthday. So, this is my sweet treats video for those of you who watch. My sweet treat is my card kit that goes out to all my customers who purchase $25 worth of product. You get this cute little card kit for 2 cards. And this month we are going back to the annual catalog, to an oldie but goodie. This little guy, I don't know how long. I know he's been in the last couple catalogs because I've only been a demonstrator for a couple years, and I know this little guy has been in the catalog since I've been a demonstrator, but I can't guarantee that he'll be in the next one because we do get a new catalog this summer, and I just thought I wanted to feature him because I don't want to take the chance that he'll be gone. And so I thought this was a perfect time to give him a little love. I just think this little Foxy guy is so super cute, and I wanted to give him a little bit of love. So this is called Foxy Friends, and it's got these little guys here, these little animals, and I don't know, you can make a fox. I'm making a raccoon out of I think you could even, I don't know if you want to call that a rabbit or something else, you could. And you know what just dawned on me? He's got a tail. I need to stamp that little tail dude on here. Looky there. There's a little tail for that guy. So I need to put a little tail on him. Oh darn. See what you get. So we're gonna put a tail on him. Because I put the mask, but I'm gonna put a tail on him. So yeah, there's trees, there's flowers. We're using the little speech bubbly thing. There are horns here, so you can even give them little horns to make like a little reindeer. I have seen reindeers with it. So lots of little love. There is no sentiments in this, so I am using Butterfly Gala for the sentiments in one of them, and I'm using Happy Tails for the sentiment in the other. So, wow, I already took the picture for my sweet treats, so without the little stampy set. Oh well, that's okay. This is my host code. I will have it typed in the bottom also, but if you could please use this host code for your April purchases, I'd highly appreciate it. It helps me share the love for all the goodies that I like to give away on my website. If you're seeing this on the 1st, there's still time to get entered in my Facebook giveaway before Tuesday night, April 2nd. If you like my video that I did last week, I am giving away a paper pumpkin, but you need to hurry because I will be doing that tomorrow night, Tuesday evening, April 2nd. And my Facebook is Shanna Sweets on Facebook. So let's get to this. Let's start here. And I'm just let's start with the stamping. I am going to do the fox first, and I'm using pumpkin pie. And this guy is sitting, so we're going to take him. And I already have one stamped out because I use scissors. So there is a punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this little dude twice. And I just want to show you the second guy. I really don't need his body. I'm just going to do his head. So I'm going to just stamp his head over here in the corner. Okay. So I want you to pretend that I've trimmed him out. Okay, I'm just showing you that I stamped him there, but I want you to pretend that I trimmed him. Okie doke. So he's all trimmed out there. So I'm going to use the punch. This is the punch. There's a fox punch there. And I didn't leave myself enough paper, so I'm going to wiggle it here to make it work. Sometimes if you don't have your paper, you just gotta wiggle the paper you got so it gets in the punch the correct way. I have to do that with that butterfly paper because I never want to waste it. So, this is in the things you can see. See, if you wiggle your paper right, you can get it in there. And then you just punch it out. So, there's my head. And then I have eyeballs here. I had the eyeballs. Oh, here they are. And I'm punching. There's like 3 different faces that you can choose from. And then you just line the nose up. I line the nose up right down here at the end. Like that. And then so here's the feet. And just stamp them. And then I just went ahead and lined the feet up right here at the bottom. And then I trimmed them out. So see, I already stamped my feet before I trimmed them. Now, this little guy, I stamped my head because I wanted to have some dimension. And I had some dimensionals just sitting out here. And of course, I've piled something on it, so let's just get a new package. Or I got one here. So we can just slap one dimensional on there and then just position it right over our head. And that just pops it up enough. See there? Can you see it? That it gives it a little oomph. And then the rest of our card goes together really looking. Oh, well, I guess I had not stamped my stump out. I guess I didn't get, I thought I got all of them out, but I did not get my stump out. So let me grab my stump real quick. And we will stamp. The stump is super, super easy because I'm just going to grab the soft suede and I put it on crumb cake. And as you can tell, this is really super easy to just trim. There's no punch for it. I mean, that's the hardest part, going around the little edge there. Right? So we've got some wood grain paper here. This is just from the Wood Texture DSP. And it is going to, this is 2 inches by 5, and it's going on our soft suede, 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm taking a piece of burlap, and I'm going to take some tape, Here's some Scotch tape. And I'm going to secure that to the back. Just wrap it around the bottom here and secure it so that it stays nice and firm. And then put a good amount, because this is going to go on our Sierra sand. And I've taken the Seaside embossing folder. So you can see this embossing folder here. Seaside. And that almost looks like wood. I know it's supposed to be water, but it looks like wood. And it gives it some texture. And that is going to go on our card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half. Right there. And then our little stump is going to go with a dimensional. I think we'll put 2 just to be safe. And I'm going to put that right above my, so you know that means my fox has to go on dimensionals, right? And then I've already stamped my little guy's bubble speech there. I stamped that out. And then I've cut out a rectangle here from this stitched rectangles. And I'm going to stamp just for you. And I'm going to stamp that. And I want to go ahead and make a little banner, so I'm just going to cut off a little edge and then just angle it, just like that. And of course, you know, more dimensionals, because we love dimension. It's totally awesome. And boom, that card is done. Super duper cute. I just love that little guy. He is so adorable. So on to number 2. So this little guy now. So this little guy here, I have stamped so if you want him, you can stamp him solid, and he's like that. And if you stamp him one more time, he'll be this light. See, this is the solid stamp, and then stamp him one more time for a second generation, and he'll be this light. Okay? So here he is, 1 generation, there he is, 2 generations. And that is using the smoky gray. Okay, for the body. Now, for the mask, and I'm going to come over here to my stamp set because I was a goofball and didn't realize that he had these little tail stripes here. So I'm going to, I totally got a big stamp. I'm going to use the same, and I'm going to use my light colored. There we go. So that's that one on that. And there it is on the dark one. So there we go. That's the stripy stripes. Oh, I'm dropping ink pads. So but I need to stamp his face. So, because I want to stamp his face also. So I got a couple pieces here that are smaller because I don't need that great big. So let's see. That's the dark color. There's the light color. And then if you do the little mask, here's the mask. And then the eyes are in Memento. And I'm using the same eyes that I used on the other one. And again, this head, now this paper will fit in here better because I got it sideways, so. That one pops right out. So. Now, I could have used that other head for this other guy that I stamped originally. This one here, we could still use that head. And you don't have to pop up the head, so I mean I could just use him like that. Now I have this particular one too. I've already stamped out cut out some trees because this card has some trees. This tree here, I stamped it, and I stamped 2 trees regular, and one of them is a second generation, just like I did with the raccoon. But they're old olive ink on old olive paper. So I won't bore you with that. You can, it's the same thing, so we won't worry about it. I'm going to stamp the sentiment though, because I don't have one of those stamped already. And I'm using Good Things in Life Are Better With You. That is from the Butterfly Gala. And this one I used the Everyday label, and it's on Sierra Sand, and I pinched a second one with Basic Gray, and I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to take and put and I like to turn mine over so I can see where I'm going with it, because I need to line it up, and then I'm going to line it up down here so that I feel like I've got it halfway even. Okay. Now, this wood grain paper is actually from the Floral Romance paper. It's on the back of this beautiful. Oh, ran out of that snail. Grab another one here. And we're going to, I had a piece of, oh, here it is. I am using the linen braided trim. This is right here. This is in the Occasions catalog. You can separate this if you like. It does kind of pull apart if you like to get that look. You can separate it like that. But I'm going to, I want this to go right in the middle, so I need to make sure I have it down low enough. So right about there. We're gonna and dimensionals to, I'm going to put them on the top and the bottom because my thread's going to go through the middle there. So I want it to be able to not impede that. And then this, I'm going to put the darker trees on the bottom. I'm going to tuck this one. Probably should have put that down before. That's right there is fine. And then I'm going to put the lighter tree on the top. And then my little raccoon friend is going to go on there. So I'm going to put a dimensional on his head. But then I'm going to put some glue on his body. And then he'll stick good. Now, over here, I'm going to take some crumb cake ink. And there's these little mushrooms. I'm going to take the one first. That one. And then I'm going to take the more solid one and do in the middle. Okay. And then I have a crumb cake, a cherry cobbler marker. And I'm going to kind of just color in this open space here. And that one's got three little dots there. I just felt like it gave it a little bit more color. I just wanted a touch of color, because then what I did is I took here you go, my Wink of Stella pen, and I gave it a little bit of shimmer just over that spot. And then the raccoon, I had done his mask and ears, and I guess now that I know his tail's got stripes, we'll do those. Just to add a little oomph. And there we go. That is my two cards for this month's Sweet Treat. If you have any questions about my Sweet Treat program, please don't hesitate to ask at all. I'll be glad to answer them for you anytime you have it. Again, the host code will be posted below, and I'll be glad to help you. There's some new storage being offered starting April 1st. So if you've wanted to have a way to store your ink pads or your markers, Stampin' Up! Is now giving you that option. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to helping you and sending you this super cute cards. Thanks. Bye.